Hello everyone, this is Matni-MacDonald and I'm speaking from Dauphin, Manitoba. Where to start? As you can see, I will speak first to my fellow Canadians and then to my fellow Westerners, people in the West, in Canada, the United States of America, Europe, Australia, and New Zealand, basically. And all of the other people who consider themselves as Western people or Western nations. As you can see now, we are ahead of a global war. The regional war in the Middle East is escalating and it's almost getting into the level to be considered a global war. Well, we'll see what happens next. Now they declared a ceasefire between the United States of America and the allies, the United States of America and Israel and the allies, and the Islamic Republic of Iran, the terrorist Ayatollah regime. Well, as you read through many reports now, Russia and China indirectly probably started backing and giving some intelligence support and even some logistic support and some weapons to the Iranian regime now. So I think slowly other nations are getting interfered or getting into this pool, and that's why I'm guessing that it's sooner or later this war is gonna end up a global war. This is my my guess, my gut feeling. I don't know. Let's wait and see. But no, let's talk about us here in Canada and where are we standing now, or what do we have to do within all of this chaos? We need to decide. So as you can see, the inflation is hitting us pretty badly. Not talking only about the gas prices, about everything else, groceries, you go to the stores and many other, daily life goods. Everything's going up. Prices are going up. It's getting so far. I mean, it's getting too hard on every one of us. There's very few people who are very wealthy. They can't feel it. Everyone else is getting hit pretty bad. As you can see. I don't need even to talk more about it. You can see it and feel it yourself. So what do we have to do now, and where our country, Canada, is heading to? This is the biggest question now. As I can see now, well, I had some hope before the last elections, exactly a year from now, last July. I thought conservatives, even though I don't like them and I don't think they are conservative enough, this party now with this stupid members, the top members, and this stupid leadership, this stupid Pierre Poilievre, they are so stupid. I can't tolerate them. I don't think they are conservative enough. They are not even conservative at all. They are just libertarians, a bunch of idiots, a bunch of losers and lunatics. I don't think they are conservative. Anyways, I had some hope, and I thought those people are gonna win the elections because the Liberals had done pretty bad last 10 years before the elections. Fucking Trudeau's government, and Carney, even after him, he was the financial engineer of his government, and everybody knows that. Anyways, because I think our electoral system is rigged, our elections was rigged, and many other factors, immigration, many liberals now, the majority are women, and many of them are liberal and feminists, and so there's no hope for conservatives to win any other elections in this country. I can't see it. Within all of these circumstances, I don't think that liberals are going to win any conservatives are going to win any elections anytime soon in the future, or ever. Because I don't think things are getting fixed internally here without foreign interference. Unfortunately saying, this is what I'm saying now. And as you can see now, the inflation is hitting us pretty bad, and our economy is collapsing, and our stupid woke government, instead of trying to fix the problems internally and see what is the issue, they went and they started promoting and trying to sell our assets, our country's assets, economic assets, to China and to other countries who have lots of money and are eager to buy them, like Qatar and many other Middle Eastern countries like Qatar and Saudi Arabia, and probably Turkey, and I don't know who else, and probably India as well. So they are trying to sell the country just to survive, because there are cartels. They are a big part of the corporations, the globalists. They don't care. So as you can see here, or many of them, just only the wise people, can see clearly that our country has been taken over by globalists and the woke. And the corporations that controls them, or they try to control the world through. It's all about the corporations and those very few bunch of vicious, monopolistic capitalists who are controlling the corporations, and they just want to eat us alive. They don't care. Anyways, our country is being sold. I don't know if it's too late to rescue the country, but I think we still have hope. And here's the thing, let's be realistic, and I've been always very blunt, very straightforward, and I got nothing to hide now, what's on my mind, and this is what I'm telling you here. Our only hope now, we have this, whether you agree with it or you do not, I'm talking about the United States now, the Donald Trump administration, we are lucky that they are there. I know many people don't agree with them, with what they are doing, but this is our last hope, because they can save us by taking over our country. Shocked? I don't care. We should be shocked, because this is the reality. I'm just being realistic here. If we don't do that, if this does not happen, we are losing our country as a Western nation. I mean, the country will last, but it could turn into something like a globalist piece of shit. A huge piece of land that's taken over by people who are coming from third world country and destroying the system. And taken over by liberals, by the woke, by the feminists, by weak men, soy boys. So the Western Canada, or Canada that has the Western culture, will be over, will be vanished, eliminated. You will have a new country, new Canada, which is a globalist country, does not have identity, or its identity is the global identity. So when I talk about globalism, for me, Canada is the most prominent example, because this is their biggest experimental lab, from my opinion. This is what I can see here. Our country is their experiment, unfortunately. And they're trying to generalize this. They are trying to spread this experience all over the world. They tried pretty hard to do this in the United States through Biden-Harris. They started with Obama and then Biden-Harris's administration, and they tried to keep them there, but luckily they did not win the elections, because this is what was going to happen. And I'm being honest with you. Now we are an experiment, an experiment for the globalists and for the corporations. They're trying to make our country, as for them, or through their perspective, a big example of their success. That they made a big part of the Western world a globalist piece of land. No identity, no culture. This is the globalist culture. So they are trying to. First. This is, you can see it through your eyes, with your naked eyes. They are trying to do a demographic shift here, and demographic replacement, ethnic replacement, and bringing people from all over the world, other part of the world, people who do not really get along with the Western culture. They need to replace it with their own cultures. People who are coming from the Middle East, from Asia, from Africa, and from the other part of the world who, do not have or do not get along with the Western culture and values. And I always call it the Judeo-Christian European Western civilization. And that's true. We are part of that civilization. We have all of those values, and we ended up a big country, a major country with great economy, with prosperity, because of that. Don't think anything else. If people are telling you otherwise, they are tricking you, and they are just playing your mind. This is the reality. So I'm telling you now, this is our only and last hope as Canadians if we want to keep our country a part of the Western world, a country that belongs to the West, with Western culture, Judeo-Christian. We have to keep wishing and praying that the United States of America can make it and can annex Canada. Really, and take over Canada. So we become part of the United States. So let's be honest, let's go back in time. 200 years ago, if the loyalists did not exist back then, they were all British, European, and basically British colonies in Northern America. And the loyalists just ran away. They were cowards. They were a bunch of submissive cowards, loyalists to the king or to the queen, and then they flee north. They escaped. and they helped creating Canada and defending Canada against the United States in the American-Canadian War. Otherwise, our provinces, our territories would have ended up a part of the United States of America, because we have the same culture, we have the same language, we have the same, basically or essentially, we have the same values. We belong to the Judeo-Christian European Western civilization. We have the same history. We share the same history as the United States of America. We have just very few differences. The only difference that what so-called the loyalists decided just to escape north and be loyal to the king, to the crown, against the freedom fighters of the United States of America, the founding fathers and the American people. And we should have been part of them, and we should have been together with them. But, history played its game, and we need to correct this now. Really, because literally, if you cannot see it, you're blind. I'm not sure. I don't know what to do if you can't see, to open your eyes to see better. But I don't think we could do anything else if we cannot. But you should see that clearly. We are losing our country. We are losing Canada. There's no other solution. Unfortunately, telling you, there is no other solution. I cannot see anything in the horizon. But what I just said, this is our only hope. That the United States comes and takes over Canada, and we become the 51st, 52nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. I don't know how many states will be in the United States, Canada. I guess it should be 6 or 7 new states, or 6 or 7 new states. Well, there might be a change of the border lines, but this is what I think. I don't know. Probably Quebec will be, giving its independence. I don't know, or I'm not sure if they would be able to survive or last, but I don't think so, and I don't care. So whatever. They could be part of us, or they would be, or they should be part of us. So it becomes the greater United States of America. Like even Greenland. Greenland is part of Northern America. It does not belong to Europe. If a bunch of Viking Scandinavians, like Danish people, went there and established a tiny agricultural settlement, or I cannot even call it agricultural, because they were just doing fishing in Greenland, that does not mean that this land belongs to Denmark. It's a natural part, geographically, it's a natural part of Northern America. Like even the native people, the indigenous people of the island, they are the Inuits. They are part of Northern America. They are related to the Inuits in Canada. They are one nation. This is the truth. So Greenland should be part of greater Northern America, or greater United States of America. This is my thought. I think I have the legit freedom to express my opinion. This is my opinion, whether you agree or not. This is what I think. So please tell me in the comments what you think about that, and probably we'll get back to you later to talk more about that. Godspeed.